we need to talk about Super ED and Speedy Sid. For those that don't know, the Thomas & Friends Season 5 script drafts were revealed recently. Thomas fan Wharf-Scale Cranky won the script pack in the Britt Offcroft option back in September, and once he received them, he released them all to the public. So much crazy shit was revealed in this, just so many crazy ideas almost made the final cuts. That probably would have changed Thomas completely differently to what it is now. For instance, Thumper was faceless and was supposed to be crushed by Boulder on screen. Yeah. Boulder was also alive. Kind of. These are just a few of the many things that were cut while writing. But there are two characters that I wish made the cut. Or start with the first one that I honestly like a lot more. Speedy Sid. In these scripts, David Mitton often gave the people characters names, and a lot of these were cut, and one of them was Speedy Sid. He appeared a lot in these scripts. He was apparently notorious for speeding and rough riding while driving the engines, which leads to everyone dreading him. He's known to have crashed pretty much every engine except Gordon. We'll get to that in a little bit. One of his first appearances was he was Thomas's driver in Lady Head's birthday party, and he would have had Tom be his fireman during the whole final scene. God, that would have been cool to see that. Have the driver be an actual character. Perhaps his more notable appearance in these drafts was for Thomas in the Rumors, where he rams Gordon into the tunnel to clear blockage, and the tunnel collapses on top of Gordon, and he somehow survived by hiding in Gordon's tender. This was the last time he appeared, and he probably would not have gone anywhere after this, but one can just dream where he went. Speedy Sid was a crazy concept of a character. I honestly find the idea of having this one driver character that all the engines dread working with just a fun concept. Really fleshed out the world so much more, having these background characters do more things. I like to think that probably David Mitton, if he got his way, would have had Sid dressed up with, like, say, racing goggles and brightly colored gloves or something to show just how he just drives like crazy. If you couldn't tell, I loved the idea of Speedy Sid. I even made an edit of him hitting the Wally West pose. Which, I just want to say, I feel like Speedy Sid would have been a character that probably faded away by season 6. And then later on, during, like, the Brenner era, he would have been brought back for, like, one of the movies. Like, for example, imagine if, during the Lost Treasure final chase, Speedy Sid was Thomas's driver during most of the movie, and he could throw hands with Sailor John. That would have been kind of cool, you know? I mean, it probably would have messed a lot of things up, but one can dream. But overall, I really wish Speedy Sid made the final cut. He would have had so much more to the world of the TV series. Speedy Sid was sadly cut later on during rewrites, but at least his appearance in multiple episodes just shows that Speedy Sid could possibly work in the TV series. There's one other character that Britt Offcroft herself immediately rejected out the gate. That is Super ED. In the rejected episode script, James and Super ED, James is put out of action, and a Diesel is called upon to fill in for him. An Electric Diesel, or ED. We'll just call him Super Ed for now. And he takes over James's workload. While working, he gets struck by lightning and gains superpowers. Yep, this is real. Super Ned is now hella strong, and this of course goes to his head as he becomes very popular on the railway. And all the engines are sick of him. Eventually, Gordon and Super Ed are at the station together while it's thawing outside, and then lightning strikes Gordon's buffer, which deflects onto Super Ed and fries his engine. And then Topham has him scrapped immediately, and then James returns. Everyone celebrates Gordon's homicide, and the episode just ends.
What the fuck?
The photo of this script has a giant line across the front, which Britt Offcroft herself drew. This was rejected immediately. I totally get why, because the whole superpower concept and Gordon basically killing Super Ed is just really unrealistic and very absurd. But at the same time, the absurdity of the script is why I love it. Super Ed basically exploded in popularity within the Thomas fandom since this came out. The memes are so funny. Super Ed is the most crackhouse concept of a Thomas character to have even existed, whether he made the final cut or not. Would have been a funny oddball. Also, just a side note, although we do not have any official basis for Super Ed since there's no character design, I just used my promo edit based on a BR Class 74, which is kind of the general consensus, although nothing is confirmed on that. I bet a good chunk of you are wondering the same question. Are Speedy Sid and Super Ed canon to the Porterverse? Well, no. At least, not yet. I'm rather split on whether to add Super Ed at all, given the circumstances behind his story and just how crazy it is. But Speedy Sid, however, I do have plans for. I'm hoping to integrate him into the Porterverse lore at some point down the line. I just have yet to find the right way to do it. But I am working on that, so you don't have to worry. This won't be the last time you see these two characters. And that was just a little yap on these two rejected characters. Season 5 is such a weird ass season, you know? It's so good and just so crazy. All these script leaks made me just want to rewatch the whole season again. The next video will be a Thanksgiving special. Nothing too crazy, but just a fun little video for the occasion. We're also nearing the end of the year, and I've got a lot to talk about in this year's recap video. And the recap video will be the final upload of 2025. And we will kick off 2026 strong. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all same time next week.